think I forgot to turn the oven off.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the regular streams. It is tier 2 time here for round 4 around Imola, and guess who's back?
Who's back?
It's you, you're back.
Way! Let's go. Tier 2. Yeah, round 4. Imola. It's gonna absolutely pop off round here because I am back in the business. Right, Let's do an energetic walk through the track map and through this very historic circuit. So, down that long pitch. Oh, it's raining. Down that long pitch straight you go into turn 1 and to turn 2. Already straight into a hairpin, which might throw you off turn 2 and turn 3. Then straight back on it up to turn 4, flat out through there. Tricky turn 5 and 6, the braking zone can catch you out pretty easily. Then straight into a hairpin at turn 7, flat out through turn 8. Very fast speed turn 9, full throttle turn 10, 11. Then you get to 12, also a very tricky one with the curbs. Then past 13 you go into the hairpin, the chicane, that is turn 14 and turn 15. Past the detection point to the speed trap. Then down to turn 17, 18 to left-handers. Then back to the straight you go, and that completes a lap around Imola.
Yeah, I'll just
So,
quickly go through the standings then. So Alfa Romeo still leading the charge, my team. Big respect to those drivers. Red Bull in P2, Alpine in P3, McLaren in P4, and Ferrari rounding out the top 5 there. So we'll quickly then move on to the driver standings. Maka out on top in the Alfa. Alfa in P2 in the Red Bull on 25 points, taking a race victory around Silverstone. Kuhl, round 1, he took the win, and that's the only points he's got so far. I think he's been away for the past 2 rounds, hasn't been able to race. Jay Wander in P4, taking victory around Monza. Then Brodo completing the top 5 for McLaren. And then I think we're going to move on, because it is a wet qualifying session here at Imola. Big Chungus taking us through the first chicane. How good does it feel to be back?
Yeah, I mean, been counting down the days for this. See everyone again. Oh, Big Chungus just don't fancy it, and is already sick of my voice, so he's in the wall. Oh no, he's decided to come back on the track. I don't know what happened to him there. I hope he's alright.
I need to check in.
We've got some good drivers out here, and some drivers that I've never seen before, so first time for everyone. Got Xiao, decided to turn up today. We've got obviously the Coppercoins, we've got the Chazzers, we've got the Alfies, we've got the Macca Packer himself, we've got Brodo, and Big Chungus, a well-renowned name, coming to race with us today.
Let's hope there's no chaos caused by Big Chungus again.
Yeah,
like me and Seth
hopefully
witnessed around Austria. But here we go. The Mercedes of Atom is going to take us through the first lap. Big Chungus is out first, as Seth comes in with a 1 bit. He's back. Thank you very much, Seth, for the bit.
Big Chungus has got a commentator's curse. I think that's a bit mean, to be honest. We're already in quali, and he's already been at War once, so...
It's already broke his wing.
But we'll try.
Here we go with Atom into turn 1. Obviously dynamic weather. It's going to throw some shade on some of these drivers. Might not have practiced in these conditions, but Atom seems to have got that first chicane quite nicely.
Mr. Atomic Structure, he's on it. Hopefully he can bring those positive... I don't know what it is. I don't even know how I'm trying to speak science, because I actually just don't have a clue.
Protons.
Positive protons.
I think that's it.
Positive protons, neutral neutrons,
Negative electrons.
Negative electrons. There we go, guys. You learn something, don't we? You probably learned already. I'm not gonna lie, mate.
Yeah,
Like
you
you, mate.
stuff. Seth, thank you for the 2 bits.
Atom himself set a purple middle sector because no one else has decided to turn up yet.
Big Chungus having a wiggle there.
Hey up, mate.
Oh no, it's not Big Chungus.
Oh, that's a shame.
Sorry. I thought it was Big Chungus.
You got me excited at our squiff. Oh, it's an Alpine. It's nothing like
Might
it,
be
mate.
Might be Shao.
Get your glasses on.
Big Chungus.
Big Chungus! Sexy on provisional pole. Can Atom, can he get it? Yes, he can. A 10th up. And that puts him on visual. It's going to get tricky out there for the drivers. Alfie, quite some margin behind, 8 tenths. It's like Max Verstappen being gapped like that. But Pimpila puts it in P2 in the Ferrari. It's getting close at the front already, so...
Yeah, Seth, thanks for the 3 bits.
I can see a theme, to be honest.
I can see. I think he's just counting. Oh, there's 58.
I don't think that works, to be honest.
That's not part of the video. Maka! My driver.
6 tenths gained. He's on top again. And he's top of the session at the moment as someone has decided to do a George Russell and go on the grass.
What?
Well, there we go.
Bottas.
Can you just not talk about it, please?
Stuka dive bomber puts it in P7. A Shao.
Stuka dive bomber, what a name.
Oh, Shao invalidates on his first lap back. Nearly hits the Aston Martin then, trying to get out of the way of the Mercedes of... who was that? Atom. Copper coin coming through the first sector now. Just about to finish. 28-2.
Quiff at the front's got it all together on that lap of 125.1.
That's a big lap, that.
From our Quiff.
1.3.
Quiffy boy.
1.2 now to P2.
And see who else improves. Team Brodo is about to set his lap time. So he's Copper Coin. But yeah, some big names still yet to see the checker for their first lap. But who's going to grab pole, Ben? You probably know better than me. So,
well,
grab it?
Judging by that margin at the front right now, probably Squiffs. But Brodo's been up there. Maka's put another lap time in there of a 125.6, obviously, with his new wheel. It's going to be pretty rapid. But, you know, Red has got decent pace. But Jay Wander, I think he could be up there. And Enterprise, is Enterprise in today? Enterprise is in today. He had very, very strong pace along with his Aston Martin teammate around Monza. So, Spencer can bring that back to Imola. But obviously the wet conditions could change things up, but Red, we'll see what he can do in the middle sector.
Yeah, Mr. Red is in red in that Ferrari. And let's see if he is slow, like his name, or not. When he crosses the line. But in chat, go on, give your predictions in chat.
Seth saying he's run out of bits. We appreciate you spending them on us. So here we go, we're red.
I've got a feeling for Stuka Dive Bomber, it's just a good name. So I hope you do well. Yeah. But here we go, Slowy Red. Red Dead Redemption, Red. Can he get the redemption? Crosses the line. 26.1, that's a good lap time. That puts him in P4.
Lovely stuff.
Just behind our Brodo Miller in the McLaren.
Atom is on another lap. It's 3.5 tenths down, so we'll go to Jay Wander, who's 2. That can't be right. Big Chungus, he had a little... He
hadn't been set to line yet.
Stuka dive bomber coming into the pits, diving into the pits.
Yeah, I see what we do there. Funny guy. Right. Rightio.
I don't think anyone...
Does no one fancy going on a lap? I think Roarks is.
Roarks is not deploying his ERS though, which is probably a problem.
Don't fancy it. Does not fancy it.
Well, no
ERS. Maka seems to be going pretty quick. Oh no, no battery deployed. Come on guys, get some laps in.
Roarks still don't fancy deploying his ERS. See what he can do at the end of the second sector. There's one of the Williams who had a little spin there, coming up to the chicane. Is it a chicane? I think it is. One that Roarks is about to go up to now.
That's a chicane, yes it is, Ben.
Thank you.
Do you know why? Because it goes right then left.
row arcs. Coming up to final couple corners now. Doesn't want to touch them curbs, very slippery.
I also don't want to touch his ERS, which makes it slightly boring, so if he wants to just touch it up a bit, get him a bit faster. Is he going to end the point now? Is this a glitch or something?
Might be because
Still not
Charles said
deployed.
anyone knows why I can't change ERS deploy to overtake. Mac is still out there. Interesting stuff.
Go on, Macca.
Frodo on his
Squiffs is
outline.
on a lap as well. Squiffs is on a lap.
Let's ride
Just
on board.
side. Mr. Squiffy Doodah. Oh, bit of a rear end twitch there, but got it under control as our Aston Martin driver Squiffs. Here we go, straight into the left, now into the right in the rain. He's going to get slippy, always invalidated, overstepped his mark on the white line. And yeah, track limits, he's not having that, not a chance.
Pimpula on a lap.
Mr. Pimp himself in the Ferrari, pimp my ride.
Right.
Let's see how quick he does sector 1, then he crosses the sector line. Is setting purple sectors, is the pimp dog. 5/10 up at the moment. Us as a Haas decides to stop. I think that is Sucker, Mr. Stu dive bomber. Not going to be diving anybody anytime soon if he's stopped on track, but hopefully he gets it going.
Steel
sneeze
into P3.
Sneezed himself into the top 3.
Right, give up now.
There's Steel sneeze.
Pimpula. Can't go purple 2 times in a row, but he is a second up on that delta.
Oh,
Very wiggly.
bit of a
Into the chicane.
mobile drifter there into chicane.
But this lap time
Sometimes
could
it helps
see
you though, to be fair.
P6.
Xiao back in a top 3 in the Alpine. Won't be seeing that in real life. But here's Pimpula. Gonna cross the line, was about a second up at sector 2. In sector 3 has he gained anything more? Of course he has, 1.4 second gained, puts it in P4. There's Copper Coin, sets a 24-second lap time.
Absolutely flying. Macca's 3.5 times up. He's got the fastest lap with 1:29.0.
That's bad, that, to be fair.
Macca now 7 tenths up. This could be
Go
pole
on,
position.
Macca. Absolutely
Provisional pole.
ripping it up at the moment. Those sector times are looking good. I think the track will be ramping up. As Slowly Red sticks it on provisional pole with a 24.7.
Macca could be beating this here though.
Could be beating it. Needs to gain slightly more in the final sector. Here we go. Macca H27 crosses the line. So close,
Very close.
but it's not it.
I think this track is ramping up.
It is ramping up. He must have been a ramp somewhere for Copper Coin to cut the lap and get a 24-second. But
24-second, what a lap.
well, that is phenomenal stuff from Copper Coin. There's Squiffs, 23.8. That is a good lap time from Squiffs. Nearly a second
Still sneeze.
faster.
He's retired from the race. I mean the qualifying.
I don't think racing yet. Oh, there's this Williams going slower, and the Williams.
Alfie
yeah,
pops
that's
it in.
still sneeze.
P6.
Tired.
Nice lap for Alfie there. Rodo now.
Go on, Alf.
2 tenths down on his time. That's not going to see any improvements.
Not getting anywhere.
1.1 second up on his previous
Oh.
delta. Coming round the final corner, gets the power down nicely. A little bit of a wiggle on exit. Going to take the short line, hopefully. He does take the short line. Puts him in P4.
Oh, that's a tasty lap from a Thomas.
Why are you calling him that?
I don't know.
Good as
Atom.
bacon. Let's see what he can do. He's 1.5 tenths up. This could see him only into B12. He's going to jump big chungus.
Let's see if the Bacon Master can gain any more in the final sector to push towards the top 10. And yeah, I think Brodo needs to improve. He's the main one out of position at the moment. You see him up there, top 5 most of the time. But it's going to get competitive as Mr. Bacon gets it in the top 10 in P10.
Can you invite Big Chungus, please? And Algag.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Suka Dive Bomber. I don't know how much he's up, if he is up at all, but look at the spray there. Been a big topic in real life, the spray from the cars. Low visibility. Coming around the final couple corners now. Stu could dive bomber. Can he improve on his time? No, he can't because he's gone wide. Going up to the line. It's not going to be improvement. Unless he's just starting his lap now and he's started deploying now his ERS. Into turn 1. Pretty neat and tidy on those two curves. Gets the power down nicely. Has to slightly lift off and get back on the throttle. Once again, he gets the power down nicely. Big braking zone now into this left-hander. Seems to go on forever. Evens out the power nicely as they've got a Ferrari who should get out of the way, and does. Tricky left-hander. Have to brake too hard into that one. It could catch some people out with the traction on exit. Now, big uphill into the chicane. The Alpine lets him go. Wants to ride that inside curb nicely, just like that. Maximises the exit. Could have got the power down a little bit earlier there. But I understand in these tricky conditions. Nice camera shot for the Haas driver. Should take some of that inside curb, does nicely. Maximise all the track on exit. Gets the power down. Obviously no DRS in these conditions. And it stays in P11. As Brodo's round. Doesn't seem to get damage. As Squiffs is on an out lap. We'll ride on board with his lap as he tries to get some heat into those tyres. Okay, try to get a couple coming back as well, please. If you're there, you're on mute.
Right, done. Everyone's in right.
Ooh, Squiffs, that's going to damage his lap time. So we'll go on board with Slowy Red, looking to take pole position off Squiffs. Who's that going into the pit lane? Looks like... I'm not sure actually. But that could be his, I think that is his qualifying session over, whoever it was. Shao.
Oh, a Shao. That's a good lap from Shao. Puts it in P2. That is his final lap. Then the track might ramp up for the final few drivers, but the rain doesn't look like it's slowing down, so even Stevens for the drivers as everyone is setting off for their final laps. Got a bit hectic in the final sector.
Pimpula in P4 as well.
Yeah, still looking to improve as well, so we'll see if he can maybe get himself in the top 3. Brodo obviously in the top 3, but that is his qualifying over, so will not be improving anytime soon. So yeah, let's just see if Pimpula, well, both Ferraris can improve. Maybe Maka as well.
I think Pimpula's finished his lap, so it's down to Slowy Red for the Ferrari. Maka still on a lap as well. Slowy Red gets purple middle sector, 4/10 up, I believe. Here we go, going into the final couple corners.
That's a good middle sector from Slowy Red, going pretty quick at the moment, Quickie Red, but we'll see when he crosses the line where I'll put him. Maybe is it going to be on the front row? Alfie puts it on the second row in P3. That's a good lap from Alfie, but I'm pretty sure the drivers behind are slowing down, and Slowy Red goes onto the front row, puts it in P2 for the Ferrari. Atom sets it on pole position at the moment, but Squiffs can deny. Maka also improves onto provisional pole. That's a fantastic lap from Maka in the final few moments of qualifying. Can Squiffs improve? All eyes on Squiffs. But it's going to get hectic if Squiffs takes pole here. I don't know if it's going to be raining for the race as well. We'll see. But Squiffs All eyes on him to take pole position now. He was improving in Sector 1, improving in Sector 2. Has he improved in Sector 3? He'll be getting a slight slipstream from the driver ahead of him to the Alpine. I'm pretty sure that's Shao. Here we go, across the line. It's pole position.
It is pole. For Squiss. Maka P2. Who were in P3? I can't remember. There we go, it's Atom in P3, Slowy Red in P4, Shao P5, Alfie P6, Brodo P7, Pimpula P8, Goodies Bacon P9, and Rebel Chazza in the Alpine P10. Decent little quali session in the rain there. No major crashes. Good stuff from the grid.
Yeah, it's a good qualifying all around. Squiffs with a mega last lap there, 4 tenths ahead of Maka. But yeah, good cred to Maka there.
Yeah, 1:23, 1:17 is your pole position time here in Imola in the wet conditions. Let's see what weather has to bring in the race. It's looking dry. Doesn't look like there's any clouds about.
Well, we never know, never know. Think about Russia.
That is true. Right, race predictions then.
I think Squiffs will take it, as he's looking absolute certain at the minute.
Yeah, Squiss looking strong, of course. Then Maka in P2 in quali. Can he improve on that race position? Atom could be up there as well in P3. Then you've also got the likes of Enterprise behind. It could be a dark horse.
We'll see who takes it. Atom, I've always seen him as a good race pace type of person. But that's the same with Mako as well.
So we're underway.
Right side away we go. I forgot we didn't have formation lap. But here we go. Squiffs doesn't get an amazing start, but still takes the lead into turn 1. That's a good. At least needs to get away. Oh, I think that's Shao round at turn 3. Sorry, but Brodo is back into P3. Allsort's carnage behind. It's so close. As is Jay Wonder going down the inside. That's a great move
big
from
crash
Jay
there.
Wonder.
Slowy Red is round. As Atom down to P6. Not a great start for him. It's him and Pimpula battling out for P5.
Yeah, I think all drivers that have crashed on his first lap have still kept it going, but there's big gaps between the whole grid now.
Jay Wander up 12 positions from the start.
That's a fantastic start.
Mega start. Maka, is he going to go for it early on Squiffs just to take the lead? And there's been a commentator's curse redeemed from Nova for Squiffs, so Alex, down to you.
We'll do it over time, we'll see what we can do, but at the moment Maka is closing in at the moment as here he goes. This is going to get close between these two. It's so close into the chicane, into turn 2, but yes, there we go, he's got it done. No real need to fight that one for Squiffs. All he needs to do is just keep it close, not lose as much time, but Squiffs is on the hards, of course.
And Rebel Chaz is out of the race, and it's a virtual safety car.
Oh, that's a big crash. That is a big crash. Exactly where George Russell and Valtteri Bottas came together. But yeah, that's a big crash.
Yeah, there's a huge gap between P1 and 2 and P3. Jay Wander got an incredible start there. And let's look while there's VSC at the tyre variations. So Maka on the mediums, Squiffs on the hards, Jay Wander on the softs, 1 of 2. drivers who have opted for the softs. Brodo and Atom behind on the mediums. So there's all 3 tyre compounds in the dry in the top 5. And it looks like Maka didn't get a great start there. Squiff's going to wait behind for the main straight. Is he going to go for it now? He's going to wait behind.
Yeah, it doesn't really need to do anything. Like I said, he's on the hard, so conservative first stint for him. And mainly just needs to attack in a second and just get that position done and run away with it. But it's Macca's to play for. Can Squiffs just go for it early? So who goes getting close together from these two. But into turn 1, yet again, position change for the lead, and Squiffs is back in the lead on the hard compound.
Yeah, nice sort of position there from Squiffs to take the lead of the race. Doesn't seem to be any action behind. Atom, the closest driver to another on track, as he chases down that P5 position. Started P3, down 3 positions in this race. Enterprise, like I say, you've got to watch out for him, up 5 positions. Could be an underdog in this race.
Oh, as Macca goes off the track, that's going to be a track limits warning. Yeah, it's a tricky one, tricky breaking point, but he needs to keep up with Squiffs. I think that's his main aim when the DRS gets enabled this lap.
Yeah, just deploying a bit of ARS, just keep that distance between him and Squiffs, keep it nice and close. As Atom, he's closing in on Alfie at a rapid pace, but we'll go back in front. He is using overtake. Squiffs on the harder compound tyres compared to Macca on the mediums. Nice and easy. And we'll go to Atom and Alfie. A little bit of argy-bargy, as Seth would say. But Atom does manage to get that P5. Big chungus.
Yeah, I think
gets past Shao.
it's an important move for Atom if he wants to get on with it and catch up to Brodo. He's already taken 2 tenths out of Brodo in this first sector. But yeah, it's going to be interesting if Atom can still see himself on the podium. Just needs to catch up to Jay Wonders. Jay Wonders having a really good first stint at the moment. Got lucky with the few incidents at the start, but yeah, Atom and probably Brodo as well going to look to join the back of Jay Wonder and try and get that podium position. But Jay Wonder is on the softs, which is interesting strategy, but we'll let him cook and see what he does.
Yeah, it's much closer on this lap between Squiffs and Macca. And who's that round? Is that Pimpula? It is, as he's dropping positions. He's now going to be out of the top 10. Yeah, he's down to P11. Now P12. Gone from bad to worse, and already someone is getting lapped.
Squiffs retakes the lead. Yeah, I think that's just going to be flip-flop for the next few laps. But I think that's Macca's main aim really, as Squiffs is mega quick. So yeah, just keep him close.
Algard gets past Shao as well, nice and easy. With that DRS, Shao, poor start from him, don't know what happened. But Alfie, just for a second, had a little look down the inside of Atom there. Back to back out. As Macca and Squiff still even on pace, and this back marker on the fresh tyres, fresh softs. A little bit of contact there between Macca and Squiffs, but still nothing doing.
Yeah, this Ghost is really putting Squiffs off. He made a little mistake.
But he'll get the DRS.
Going to double right-hander, but yeah, he will get the DRS. Yeah, the Haas ahead really did put him off in the second sector. And let's see if he does get that DRS advantage. Yes, he does. That's important for Squiffs. And there he goes. Gets that DRS. And surely it's going to keep Macca behind.
I think it is Macca not getting in, but he's happy to sit behind. Just as long as he keeps that gap. And now Alfie and Atom going side by side into the first corner. Alfie backs out there to avoid any collisions. Is he going to go for a switchback? He is going to go for a switchback. Still side by side. Atom just rides that curve a bit, bottoms out, but lovely move from Alfie.
Yeah, great traction made from Alfie there to get that move done. Atom positioned himself wrong there just to get outdone by the Red Bull of Alfie. But yeah, it's a lovely move from Alfie. He just needs to get his head down, try and close into the DRS of Brodo, which will just keep him protected from behind as well. So yeah, let's see if he does that.
Algag. Shout is going to go up the inside in this fast left-hander. It'd be a bit dangerous, but no, he just stays behind.
Yeah, these two are also catching up to Goody's Bacon quite some margin this lap. So it's going to be a struggle to show on the straights unless he gets him here into the chicane, which I think he's gonna around the outside.
Oh,
we'll have it.
he's round.
That is close. It is a very tight chicane to make moves at. So yeah, unlucky for Shao, but that is the danger of going in to a move there. Not sure who's ahead though.
Opts to stay behind again. Wasn't close enough this occasion. Is Atom going to go for one on Alfie? I think he might do.
Oh, touches rear left. That's close, and that's going to take him away from Brodo as well. It's got a bit of weight off Brodo's shoulders there. But yeah, it's unlucky for Alfie there. Just got caught up in that.
Yeah, but that's so common at the first corner to have a bit of contact like that. Just too far behind to go for a move. And Maka, the pace is there. Is he just going to sit behind Squiffs in the DRS and look after his tyres and extend this stint? Or is he going to go early and try and go for the undercut? Who knows?
Yeah, I think Maka is going to struggle in the second stint on the hards. Squiffs is obviously on the hards, getting that hard stint out of the way first and foremost, which will benefit him in the second, and at the moment managing it absolutely superbly. Doesn't really need to be ahead anyway, as he'll probably catch up on the mediums, but ooh, bit of wheel bashing there. Oh no! As Squiffs, front wing gone. Not the full one, just the end plate. The right end plate is gone on his front wing, and that's going to really let him struggle, as I'm not sure who was at fault there, but that might be reported in Nova Gibson. There's your commentator's curse. Only when it works.
Always plays into effect, the commentator's curse. As Slurry Red gets past Algag, nice move from him into turn 1. That's how you take turn 1.
Yeah, Slow Red needs to get his foot down, his head down, to catch up to the back of his teammate and get himself in the points.
Squiffs, it's looking like an early stop for him on that hards, on those hards, sorry. Not what he would have wanted at all. Big Chungus, as you say, no, a decent start from him, up into P8. Let's see where he started.
8 positions gained from his start.
Good stuff, and now Jay Wander in the podium positions, up 12 places.
But he's on the soft compound. We can't ignore that, but Jay Wander is catching up to the back of Squiffs from that incident.
Caught that with the onboard. Squiffs, as we predicted, is
he's into the pit lane.
In the pit lane.
Gonna
see
get
what tyres he goes for.
Front
Gonna be
wing.
a long stint on those mediums.
Yeah, he is going to struggle near the end, but he couldn't go on the hard, so it's the only option really. And yeah, it's going to be conservative from Squiffs now, and it's going to play into Maka's hands, but that's if Maka doesn't get a penalty. If it was his fault, I'm not sure if it is.
Let's see if there's any tickets made. I'm sure there will be.
Yeah, it's been quite a hectic first stint. We've had a few incidents right at the start. A few incidents in the last few laps as well with Maka, and obviously Squiffs. We've had Pimpula just spinning, but yeah, it's been a bit of a mad one recently. But let's see
now these
how
three
it's developed in the second.
All fighting for the podium positions. Brodo, Alfie and Atom. Alfie's looking very, very close to Brodo on his rear wing. Is he going to go for a move this lap? 35% on the RS, about the same as Brodo, and Atom is even lower. Is there going to be a move? He is deploying.
Yeah, there's a poor exit from Alfie, but it doesn't matter, because that slipstream DRS, ERS effect is too strong on this game, and there we go into turn 2, sorry. Gets that move done, nice from Alfie that, and I'm sure this battle is going to last a while, especially with Alfie's penalty, but yeah, we'll see. How Atom can get involved as well, it's going to be close. I think he might just be a watcher from the back here. He's going to struggle, he just needs to keep with him and keep knocking on the door on Brodo as well. Well, I think he's starting just to settle down apart from this battle for the podium places. Maka is in the lead of the race. Jay Wonder, 13 position gains on those soft. Compound is 6.3 seconds behind Maka. Alfie does have a penalty, but is 3.3 seconds behind Jay Wonder, but he's going to gain when his tyre, when Jay Wander's soft tyres do die out. But yeah, Brodo and Atom are sure not to let this go, and are sure to be causing a bit of a battle for the podium.
Chris, thank you for the follow. As this battle for the final podium position, as you say, is probably the only action on track at the moment. Maka clearing the lead.
Shao is close to Squiffs, but I think it's just been cleared by Squiffs. Yeah. After the pit stop, Coppercoin is on the back of Stuka Dive Bomber, but I think that is a ghosted car. I'll try to get Coppercoin back in. Yeah, it was Squiffs who made the contact with Maka, causing him to pit early.
Who's that round? Jay Wonder. Jay Wander's round.
Oh!
Looking so good. He was up 13 positions in this race. Now, at a spin, he's still in P5, so it's going to be some good points for AlphaTauri, but those softs, well, they're just... Was he on them for too long? Are we going to see him pit this lap to change to some hards? It is a very long stint, to be fair, and he's in. So yeah, it was all going so well for Jay Wonder. As we look here, Brodo going for the move into turn 1. Alfie just lets him go. Gets the better exit though. Is he going to go?
Close, he needs through Atom getting involved as well. He's going to try to anyway. It's just frustrating for the Mercedes. Swift sets fastest lap, but Brodo keeps the position at the moment. I'm sure Alfie isn't going to back off at all and going to attack on the next lap. But yeah, like I was saying, it was soon that the softs were going to die out for Jay Wonder. That's definitely what caused him to spin.
He's come out in traffic as well.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Jay Wonder, but we'll see if the undercut can work. His tyres will be pretty much dead at the end.
So Squiffs in P9 already made a stop. Jay Wonder just moved up to P12, and Enterprise in P16 back of the grid have all made a move. Alfie battling out with Brodo and Atom, still sticking to the back on those mediums.
Yeah, Squiffs is 29.6 seconds behind the leader. Gonna have to chop that down, but he's setting fast laps at the moment, so yeah, we'll see.
If I were Atom, I would have pitted this lap just to charge some ERS.
But Alfie gets back past yet again. Always hits the curb, does Brodo, and that's gonna unset his car, but Atom can't really challenge it.
Big Chungus gets overtaken by Red. Bit of a wobble for them both there. I think they both did the same thing, and that's allowed Goodies Bacon in the DRS. Very close racing between a few cars on this grid. Good to see. Big Chungus.
I don't think I can count out Jay Wonder just yet. He's 27 seconds behind Alfie, and the pit stop is pretty long round here. I'm pretty sure it's 25 seconds. So
the undercut is very, very powerful.
The undercut is very, very powerful, but you've got to think Jay Wonder did struggle on low grip tyres in the end of his first stint, and I'm sure he will struggle in the end of his final stint. But yeah, Jay Wonder, and we'll see what he can do. I think he's went on to the hards, yeah, it was certain really. For him, it's going to be struggles for Squiffs, but he's still at the moment gaining 27 seconds now to the leader, and he's closing up that gap to Maka when he does make that stop, of course. On this lap,
Alfie.
Brodo
Sorry.
is... Go ahead.
Yeah, Alfie seems to just...
Oh,
Never mind, he's round.
Don't speak about Alfie. It goes round at turn 4. Unlucky for Alfie in the Red Bull. But he's still around. Is he stuck in the gravel? No, he's got it going again. And he's now dropping positions. He's looking to join the track in a safe place. And
Fair play.
yeah, nice from Alfie there. Good bit of
He's left the
sportsmanship. Oh, he's left the session. Never mind.
Sorry, no.
Squiffs is on the back of Big Chungus. Both these Aston Martins.
Well, what I was going to say was Alfie seems to be pulling away on those hard compound tyres. Was it that the mediums had just dropped off? But are we going to see him pit this lap? Who knows? Atom, I'm going to say it again, I think he should pull off the undercut. Or go for the undercut on Brodo. Just to get that track position.
But he's rather got to go for one. He's got to opposite them if he wants any chance. The overcut might work if they start battling, but obviously it doesn't anymore because Alfie has spun. But yeah, Atom.
Beautiful racing there from Atom and Brodo. Kept it clean in turn 1. Brodo goes off the track there, but I don't think it's caused him too much damage. But Atom, lovely move into turn 1.
Yeah, Atom in the Mercedes finally gets his chance after that Alfie spin. And yeah, he's back on it. But yeah, that's nice from Atom. Finally got his chance. Took it with both hands.
Yeah, Aston Martin 4-5 at the current moment. Looking good for them, but obviously a couple down the order have made some pit stops. Squiffs already up to P4. Fantastic. It looks like he might take the lead of this race again, but he's going to very struggle at the end with these mediums. Early stop for him after getting damage. Yeah, it's going to be hard for him.
Yeah, he's already starting to slow down. 3/10 off his fastest lap, but obviously that is prone to happen.
Brodo's in.
Yeah.
He's gone for the undercut. I'm banking on Brodo to get a podium here today. If all goes well, he's extended that stint quite nicely as Brodo onto the hard compound tyres. Are we going to see an undercut on Atom?
Yeah, Brodo, the podium merchant. Every time I see him, it seems he always is on the podium. But yeah, it's the undercut, always strong.
Jumped him again, but obviously that is with the undercut. As you say, he was struggling on his soft stint with tyre wear. Gone quite away with these hards already. But we'll have to see with Brodo if you can get a decent outlap critical to get ahead of Atom.
Yeah, Brodo got 3 P3s last season. He's got 1 P3 this season, so this, if he does grab P2, will be his best ever finish.
Maka's in.
But yeah, it's been time to come for Brodo, so we'll see if he can get it today. And arguably, it's been close to race wins at time, but I don't know, I think that is too far off today, but Atom is in. And Brodo did get the clean air, so don't think he's lost any time.
Right on board to see if he does get the undercut.
As yeah, here comes Squiffs, yep, easily through. No real battle there, but long run for Maka. As Orgag gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Now, yes, it's going to be close on the pit exit between Atom and Brodo. There's Brodo. Here's Atom, and Atom, I think, has done it. But he's going to have the cold tyres. So it's going to get close at the end of Sector 1 but Atom seems to be doing just fine, has gapped Brodo by 5/10 of a second. Always went slightly wide.
Gonna go for it here, surely.
Yeah, surely round the outside maybe. Here we go.
Switch back.
Brodo.
Oh, he's round.
Oh! Early braking from Atom there. I think that's what caused it, but I'm not sure. I think Brodo might have just got a little bit out of his depth there. But there we go, Atom is round, and that means Brodo is up to provisional P3 at the moment. But yeah, it's a bit messy for him. Jay Wonder also is into P5, so he's actually ahead of Brodo, and he has stopped. He is on the hards, so yeah, he's actually gapped like quite a long way. Jay Wonder is still in this.
Certainly is. Good as bacon into the pits. That promotes Jay Wonder into P3 with Red also in the pits. Putting on those medium tyres. Brodo now up to P4. And Squiffs with that 3-second time penalty, Maka is looking very, very good. Squiffs going to have very high tyre wear at the end, and with the 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, Maka's already starting to catch 2/10 already on this lap, but yeah, he's gaining every corner it seems. So Squiffs might have to do a 2-stop in the end if it does get this bad, but he's already slowing.
He'll have the softs as well, because it was a wet quali. He'll have the softs available, some brand new softs to go on to at the end. Will Maka follow suit? I don't think he should.
I think if it does come to that, Squiffs will yeah, he'll struggle to get a podium. Maybe a top 5 finish for Squiffs.
Is he in?
If he does have to pit again. Is he in again? Yeah. I'm guessing he is coming in from mediums. As to the end now.
Yeah, mediums. Jay Wonder up into P2. Brodo, he'll be loving this.
Here we go, Brodo. Saunter's passed with ease, and that puts him up into P3 without any added penalties after the race applied. I think it will be investigated, the Brodo incident and the Maka incident with Squiffs as well, which probably caused him to do a 2-stop. But yeah, we'll see what the steward's outcome is after the race, so make sure to check the servers for the actual results in a few days' time.
There's some decent battling here. Alfie seems to have disconnected, so he's falling down the order. Good as bacon in P10, it's going to be P9 once he overtakes Alfie. He's already got 6 seconds worth of penalties and his AI is just slowing down. Squiffs
Go.
getting close to Atom.
Yeah, I don't think really Atom should fight this one. Squiffs is obviously much faster around this track. Let's see if he does fight it.
That could be a warning for Squiffs. He could get another penalty if he's not careful. Big Chungus talking penalties. Gets a 3 second. Now up to 8 seconds. Squiffs passes with ease before the braking zone into turn 1.
Yeah, that's nice from Squiffs.
So there we go. Our guy's got a really nice view of this battle. Pimpula out ahead of Stuka Dive Bomber. He's gone for it as Algag on Stuka Dive Bomber. Stuka leaves the space. Respect to the Haas driver there. And Algag up to P12 and Shao capitalises on that.
Yeah, I think Stuka just realises he hasn't pitted yet, so I don't know if it's just practice for him really end this race. He hasn't really got a chance of points now. So yeah, a bit pointless for him. It's going to be a long old race as well for him, but Jay Wonder has judged this race at the moment pretty perfectly after that spin. He's doing quite a good job, 8.5 ahead of Brodo. might struggle closer to the end, but is on the hard, so I think he will make it fine, but might struggle a bit more than Brodo will. Squiffs sets a 16.7, beats his previous fastest lap time, and is catching up to the back of Brodo pretty quickly. Enterprise gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That's unfortunate for Enterprise, and might just ruin his chance of getting any sort of points. We'll see if he does though come the end of this race.
Yes, it does seem to have calmed down, so we'll ride on board with Maka for a few laps. Looking very strong out front. Obviously had the contact with Squiffs that broke the Aston Martin's front wing. And this is why he's so far out in front. It will deem to be a nice little battle with the Aston Martin. But Maka is out in front. Let's bring it home now.
Yeah, still 10 laps to go, anything could happen. Brodo really just needs to catch up to Jay Wanda if he wants a podium, as Squiffs is catching the back of him fast with the fresher tyres, younger tyres. And will surely catch him by the end of the race, probably projected in about 3-4 laps time, that battle and that overtake for Squiffs. We'll see if he does it, but he does have that time penalty, which will be added on at the end of the race, as flapping Stuka there is Squiffs. But yeah, Maka doing a smashing job at the moment after that incident. We'll see if he just gets penalised for it, but I don't think it would affect much, as he's 11 seconds to the closest car. But we'll see after the race what the steward's verdict is.
Is that Jay Wander again? Jay Wander's round again.
He's got a suitable gap, but it's surely going to be closed. Yeah, 2 seconds is now the gap to Brodo, as Jay Wander, it's another silly error for the Alpha Tauri, and now Brodo, his podium hopes are back alive in this race. With Squiffs closing fast, he's got a shot at Jay Wander, and so Squiffs as well has got a chance of maybe going P2 in this race with a good recovery drive from him.
Yeah, we need to overtake both of these cars and get 3 seconds up the road after that, so it's a big ask, but on the fresher tyres, on the mediums, softer compound, I think he would have a good chance of doing so with the pace that he's got today.
Yeah, such mega pace from that Aston Martin. Might be able to get the overtake done at the end of this lap if Brodo doesn't get in that DRS of J1, as I don't think he will. I think that's just slightly too far. 1.8 seconds, needs to gain about 9/10 to get in that DRS. But we'll see if he can do it, as Squiffs is already in the DRS of Brodo. So quick is Squiffs in the Aston Martin, as Maka might actually be able to get another pit stop in by the end of the race, if this battle pans out.
There we go, he's closing in.
Yeah, Brodo so close to the back, so close to getting in the DRS of Jay Wander, but here we go. Squiffs easily gets past, nowhere near the corner yet. But yeah, there we go. Easy for Squiffs. He's back in the podium positions without that penalty, and it's already closing in so closely to Jay Wander, and this is probably going to help Brodo as well to get closer to Jay Wander.
Yeah, he's much slower.
Oh,
Another 6 seconds. He's
no.
now up to 6 seconds. He's gone for the lunge on Jay Wander just to make sure he's got it done.
So it's Brodo. Brodo got to the inside. He got a better exit as well. He's going to get both of them. Brodo, here we go. Down the inside he
3
goes.
wide.
3 wide down this corner. That's not going to work. 3 into 1 does not work at all, as that's a bit treacherous from, I'm pretty sure, Jay Wander trying to go around the outside, but Squiffs comes out on top, but unlucky for Brodo. Yeah, they got a double move done. If it wasn't for that extra car width in the way. But unlucky for Brodo, I'm sure he can still try and get it on this next lap. That was his last shot, I reckon, at the one at Squiffs. We'll see if Jay Wonder can keep close, so he's going to have the DRS and might have the run actually out of the final corner. 6/10. No, I don't think it's going to be close. As Kev is in the chat, cheering Brodo on from Madeira.
Yes,
Hope you're having a nice holiday, Kev. Wish he was here to race.
Jay Wonder is going to go for it on Squiffs. Is he? Sticks
Down
up down the inside.
Oh!
Is round.
That's not going to work, and he is round at turn 2. As yeah, that's. I think that was Squiff's corner. I wasn't on board at the time, but that might get investigated at the end of the race, and that means Brodo is going to get into his podium positions. It probably means a bit extra weight lift off shoulders yet again for Brodo. As doesn't really need to battle for it, but
yeah, I think it's now certified a podium position for Squiffs. Now it is official as Jay Wonder is out of 6 seconds from Squiffs with that 6-second time penalty. Big Chungus up to P7 as Atom now chasing the back of Jay Wonder.
yeah, Big Chungus also just got in a second of red there, but struggling to keep in it. But yeah, Atom is going to want to get a position on Jay Wonder as well. It's hard with track limits around here, so no wonder there's a lot of penalties. Track limits is pretty harsh around the corners as Jay Wonder is into the pit lane.
We're going to bolt on some softs. The last 8-9 laps.
Yeah, I think this might drop him out of the points actually, so
Got to be
interesting.
pretty pacey. It's got to be pretty pacey then on these soft
Struggling there.
tyres. Yeah, well.
But yeah, Atom yet again is into P4. But yeah, Brodo P3. Squiffs good recovery drive in P2 at the moment. If it stays like this, he will get dropped down to P3 with the penalties applied, and if Atom actually catches up slightly more, then he might see himself in the podium positions too, with Squiff's 6 seconds. So yeah, just needs to gain a few tenths in the next few laps. Get pushing at him.
Yeah, could we see a Jay Wonder get into the top 10 with the fastest lap on those softs? So it would be double his points from 1 to 2.
Oh, that's not good for Atom. Yeah, definitely won't be getting that podium position then with that penalty applied. But as the race is settling down, we'll just mention what's going on our server. Racer Pro, you might have seen it, announced partnered with Racing Motivation, where you have the shot to race a professional driver. More coming on that soon on who the driver will be. First of all, we will run until
Chungus round.
I don't know. Oh,
Big Chungus is round.
yeah, it's an error from Big Chungus. Still in the points though. Nice gaps to the car behind. But yeah, as I'm saying, I'm pretty sure announcements will be very, very soon for the first driver
Very
and the
soon.
first date being
First
announced.
driver of
First driver
many.
of many.
Little insight there, little cheeky teaser there. That it's
Cheers, Ben.
plural.
Yeah, it's plural. Racer driver will be lasting quite a long time, we hope.
Forever.
Forever.
Maybe not forever. Hopefully forever. Anyway, enough of the teasers. Shao is in DRS range of Big Chungus after his spin. Chungus has 2 seconds more worth of penalties, so Shao right now would take P8 off of him.
Yeah, Chungus after that spin is just left quite innocent to the car behind. Can't really do much about it. If Shao doesn't get any more penalties, seems to be getting that position, and yeah, we'll see what he can do. Jay Wander's also dropped another position. I'm not sure what happened to him as Shao goes pretty deep. So that's going to drop him out of DRS range for now, but I think he's going to get it back anyway, so nice work from Shao.
Closing laps now. And this looks like the only battle going on at the moment. As Maka, I think that gap is slightly falling every lap, but still he's got the pace out front ahead of Squiffs. I think there's going to be a move here on the main straight, on the start-finish straight for P8. He's now deploying his overtake, gets the DRS wide open on that rear wing. Is he going to go for the move or is he going to stay behind? Big Chungus looks like he's got the straight line speed, but Shao is going to go for it and he's gone through it. Big Chungus went through Shao.
It's not for the first time he's went through someone.
Oh.
But there we go, it's happened again. Like Austria.
Big Chungus causing chaos. Riding cars in Austria, now ghosting through cars in Imola. Always up to some antics, is our Big Chungus. Here we go. Still close to the back. Is through him again.
Oh. Since the chicane we go, still ahead is Shao. I mean, is Big Chungus.
Oh, it was just like, never mind. I thought we were in the wall.
Here we go, Shao.
Passing by to get the DRS.
So I did,
Chungus
yeah.
playing smart games. He's ghosted again. Bit of connection issues for Big Chungus here. And Shao gets the DRS. But he's still got that straight line speed advantage. Is he going to send one into turn 1/2? Gets a big wiggle on the exit there. And that allows Shao to pull away. Pull a nice distance. And Jay Wander gets Big Chungus on a charge. Didn't even see him coming.
No, I didn't have a clue, to be honest. They were there.
In a flash.
Yeah. Doubled his points. And Big Chungus is...
Has he got the fastest lap?
Lost 3 points now.
I
don't think so.
No,
I think Squiffs have still got the fastest lap.
16.7, that's incredible. There we go, we'll do gap to leader for once in a while. I hate that graphic, but it is what it is. Oh, Jay Wander is round, he's facing the marshals.
Jay Wander yet again, another error.
Another spin. Is that his third spin today?
Still gonna get
pick
points.
up a point, it looks like, yeah.
Yeah, 1 lap to go now. Maka is...
He's round again.
Yeah, still takes the final point then. He's
in the wall
for him.
He's put himself in the wall. And he's retired. Had enough. There we go, ride on board with Maka for the final lap of the race. Been incredible controlled performance from Maka after Squiffs got that damage after the contact with him. But yeah, he's just maintained that gap to P2. Nice, solid driving from Maka. And Alex, if you want to take us through the final lap.
Yeah, Maka. Has he won before? I can't remember.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, he has.
Alright. Maka then is got his new wheel. Came here with a bang. Had an incident with Squiffs earlier on in the race in the first stint, which caused Squiffs to pit. Might cause a bit of controversy. Not sure. We'll have to see the clips and see what really did happen. But yeah, Maka
got P2.
Has been totally dominant. Has yeah, in his second stint, just pulled away, especially with all the battling behind with Brodo, Griffs
It's
having
going
to
to be a
pit
first
again.
time win.
It is a first time win.
It is. Just check the stats.
Okay, here we go then. Maka in the Alfa Romeo. He's going to round out the final 2 corners. Here we go. Final 2, round the final one we go. Maka, 25 seconds to the car behind, not including penalties. He's going to win for the first time in fzrracingleague Racing League. Well done to Maka. Comes across the line, wins in the Alfa Romeo. Good points for Alfa Romeo. Squiff's behind. He's going to drop behind Brodo if it stays like this, which means Brodo will get his best ever position finish in fzrracingleague. He's got 4 P3s, 4 podiums in the last 2 seasons, all of them being P3. And here we go, Brodo finally improves that position, gets P2, does Brodo. Squiff's finish in P3 after a fantastic recovery drive from him, having to pit an extra time. But yeah, phenomenal racing from Maka, Brodo, Squiff's there to round out the podium. Slowy Red gets P4, Atom gets P5. But yeah, it's been a fantastic race. Here in Tier 2, this Big Chungus gets that 5 second added on to the end of his race.
Yeah, incredible racing from Maka, as always, who takes 25 points. Squiffs gets 19, I believe, with the fastest lap, if no one took it at the end. But yeah, nice win for Maka there. Squiffs in P2.
16. Squiffs gets 16.
Yes, sorry,
in
he can
P3.
P3, didn't it? Not P2. Don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, 16 points for Squiffs. Then
Oh, he slipped.
he's fell over.
What a silly man.
Love it, Alfa Romeo on the top step. That's my team. Extending that championship lead is Maka. Loving that. And we've got to wait and see if we've got any interviews. We've already got a ticket made, so I'm wondering who that is. I'm not going to expose anyone, but it's not who you think it is.
Yeah, 16.7 fastest lap from Squiffs. I mean, that is a great lap, in race lap, in, yeah. But it's a fantastic performance from him.
Yeah, it certainly is.
I think I will give Squiffs the driver of the day today. Still can be free. Brodo, after a few incidents, you never know if any penalties will get added on. Same with Maka. But yeah, I'm going to give my driver of the day to Squiffs. Pitted twice in this race, got 6 seconds of penalties. Had an incident where it made him change his wing, and he still grabs P3. Yeah, that's fantastic from Squiffs. Who's your driver? Have you got a driver of the day?
Well, I'm always going to go bias towards my Alfa Romeo, but I've got to say, Squiffs, after getting damage and coming back like that to get the fastest lap in the 1:16s, I've got to give it to Squiffs, really. Didn't manage to get P2 in the end, but still P3. Nice result in his first race here in fzrracingleague.
Yeah, definitely impressive drive from Squiffs.
We'll see if we have got any interviews, and we have. We've got one for your race winner in just a second from Maka. Alex, are you conducting the interviews, yeah?
But of course.
Right, if you're ready. Are you ready?
Go on then, let's get him in.
Let's get our Maka in. Top banana. Don't know why I said that.
Maka. I mean, pretty chill at the end, but that is your first win in fzrracingleague. Congratulations. Just take us through your race.
Yeah, I didn't have much practice to be fair, but I've come on and I don't think I've done wet in this game before, so I got to grips in the wet, managed to somehow get P2, which is alright. Starting on mediums, I saw that the Aston Martin was starting on hards, so I didn't know if I wanted to take off or just sit behind because I knew it was pretty quick. We ended up just kept overtaking each other and taking off from the rest of the grid, and then I felt at one point I had a bit more pace and I had full battery, so I went for the overtake, and he squeezed me to the left onto the grass. So as I got past, I tried to squeeze him back into the wall, and then I've looked back and he's in the wall with damage, so I don't know if that was my fault or what's happened there, but there was quite a lot of track to my right, so we'll see what happens with that. But to be fair, after that, with the amount of time I played, I was a bit relaxed, to be fair, compared to what I normally am. Normally I'm a bit shaky and I'll make a mistake, but yeah, I managed to bring it home for my first win.
Yeah, it's very consistent. Like I said, it was a wet qualifying. First of all, how did you find the grip out there? You qualified P2, which was a great qualifying. But yeah, how did you find the grip out there on the already struggling, tricky Imola track?
Yeah, I started off with a couple more laps of fuel than I would have liked to, just so I could get to grips with the wet. And after that, I put on a fresh set of Inters, went out on the lower fuel, and managed to pull that up together. The grip wasn't great, but I changed my driving style, braking a bit earlier to get a better exit, and it works for me, yeah.
Yeah, good to hear. I mean, it's your first win here today. Can we be expecting maybe some more going into the next round, which is, I'm pretty sure it's at the Paul Ricard in France?
I mean, I hope so. I do like France, and I mean, now I've got one win, it's a bit of like a motivation to play the game more. With previous results of me not driving well, it's just a bit demoralising. You don't really want to play the game, but with a good result like that, I definitely want to play a bit more and carry on getting wins.
Yeah, good to hear. Thank you very much for joining us. Congratulations. Sorry. Oh, you have a question? Go on, Ben.
How would you fare with your brother as a teammate?
I don't know, because when I first got a wheel 2 years ago, I was always over a second faster, 1 second and a half faster. And it was just, I can't do career together because of this. And it's like, I look on the time trials now and he's quicker than me. And it's like, I don't think I can do with my younger brother being quicker, but maybe a bit of practice and I can get up there. And yeah, I think we'd be good teammates.
Yeah, we'll have to see in the future, see if you can get a tier 1 seat with him. Especially after that performance today. It was very, very strong. So, well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done. Fantastic from you, and thanks for joining us. And we'll see you next time, and hopefully you can be back on that top step again. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
We'll now bring in the P2 runner of Brodonet and his team principal, Phantom.
I mean, first of all, Brodo, that is your best ever result in FZR Tier 2, which is, after all this time, you won't think so, but that's your 5th ever podium. But yeah, take us through your race, because it got pretty hectic at the start. Second stint, it did start to calm down a bit, but yeah, just take us through it.
Yeah, I want to start with apologize to Adam. I just started with that incident. I killed him, but we went side by side, almost side by side. I was trying to do a switchback on him, but he braked too heavy, and I was just a little bit too fast with my troll. So I'm very sorry to him. But yeah, best result for me. I'm very happy with it. The qualifying, of course, in the rain. I invalidated 2 times, 3 times my lap, so I didn't have enough time to do a 3rd lap. But yeah, P7, I had a great start, great battles. But yeah, I love the race.
Yeah, Phantom, on to you now. It's already been quite an improved season for the guys at McLaren, but going forward, I mean, you are currently sitting P4. I'm not sure if it's been updated or not, but P4 might be able to take. I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to take an Alpine as well in this race with that podium. But going forward, do you reckon you can catch on to the back of maybe Red Bull and Alfa Romeo? Yeah.
I think we can if we really push it, but I feel like the gap is already a bit too far, and given the skill of all the other drivers, it's only up to luck, I guess, for us.
Yeah, Brodo. You gathered P7 in qualifying, so it was good race from you overall. But on the Inters, how did you find qualifying as well in the wet?
Now, I know for sure that it was raining at one moment. I was not sure if it was going to be the qualification of the race, but I did practice more in the rain than in the dry. So yeah, it was great. I just managed. I knew what to do. So yeah, that's all.
Yeah, I mean, your fifth ever podium here in Amsterdam, first ever P2, and when's your win gonna come? Do you reckon this will motivate you going forward into France?
Now, France is a great track for me. Of course, last season, great battles with, I believe it was Iki Robbo and Genator. But yeah, P3. I hope I can end up on the podium there. I would love that. But yeah, we need to see that. And maybe if Mecca is slowing down, I manage to get first place. But yeah, I think he won't do that for me.
Yeah, Ben, any questions?
No, strong performance, looking good. Hopefully you can take it into the next round. So congratulations on P2.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining us, and congratulations P2. Well done, Phantom. Hopefully, get to move forward as well. But thank you very much. Barry.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers.
You're welcome.
Now we'll bring in your P3.
Squiffs at the end there, lost out to P2 with those penalties. You had an incident early on which took you out of it, but the pace today was so good, and you are our driver of the day as well. We'll say it now. But yeah, just take us through your race from your perspective, especially with the incident.
Yeah, well, first of all, hello. Yeah, it was a bit of a hectic race. Well, first of all, the incident, he went alongside me on the outside on the main straight, and then he kind of just like jolts to the right, puts me in the wall, and I get red front right wing damage. Bit confused. I mean, I'm not yet to see the clip, so I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, after that, I was a little bit annoyed because I knew I had the pace. I was just going a bit slow, and then yeah, I just pushed my all for the rest of the race. Got P3 in the end, which was pretty good, I think.
Yeah, the strategy, I mean, it didn't really go into your hands having to pit twice. But in the end, there were great few battles there, a few more instances just behind you. But yeah, gathered it into P3 overall, and that's without Brodo getting in penalties. So we'll see if that happens, and you might be able to gain an extra position. But yeah, Squiffs, I mean, it's been fantastic pace from you today. Qualifying as well. I think you was 4/10 ahead on pole in the wet. Have you practiced wet before?
Well, I think there's a saying, the British are good in the rain. I just love wet revert, to be honest. I just feel like there's so much grit that I have. I was actually like 7/10 up, and I had a bit of a moment as well, so I thought I lost it. But yeah, I just love the rain.
I mean, that's the first I've heard finding loads of grip in rain, but it looked like it. You were so strong out there in qualifying. But yeah, you got P3. I'm pretty sure it's your debut as well. So I haven't been here recently, but yes, very promising from you. And do you reckon next week you could join us and maybe grab the race win?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I think there could be a couple of teams looking for drivers, so I mean, I'll see what happens. I'm not really fussed what happens. Yeah, France. I love the track, to be honest. If it's wet and it's France, we will be near the top.
Good to hear. I mean, yeah, there will be some drivers. I mean, some principals after you and some teams available, hopefully for you after that very strong performance. But yeah, congratulations on your first ever podium.
Thank you.
Driver of the day as well. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, there we go. That rounds out Tier 2 Round 4 around Imola. We've done 2 Italian tracks in a row, and then next week we move on to France, Paul Ricard circuit. But yeah, thank you all for joining. It's been an interesting race. Couple battles and a controversial change in the lead, but in the end it saw Maka taking the victory by around 25 seconds, or it something like that. But yeah,
Yeah.
thank you all for joining, and we'll see you all next week, hopefully for Tier 1 as well on Wednesday.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys.